Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your September 2025 reading. We're going to look at your September, find out what you need to know, ask the angels for guidance for you. And I hope you're really well. If you're new to my channel, thank you for dropping in and staying for this reading. If you're coming back, thanks for coming back. I can't wait to go into this amazing month of September, because on the 7th of September first of all, we're in eclipse season, and on the 7th we have the full eclipse in the sign of Pisces, a full moon, blood moon. And being the Piscean full moon in the 12th house, that is our spiritual connection, our connection to oneness. It's the dissolving of illusions, so it can be a very powerful inner experience, and even a potential for spiritual awakenings. Then on the 21st of the month, we have the second new moon in Virgo, and this is the partial solar eclipse, which is very much about the new seeds we'll be planting after this dissolving of what was getting in the way. So powerful month, and I've been meditating on your energy, and there's so much for us to talk about. It's going to be very powerful for you too, Aquarius. Now, to begin, let's call in the angels and get some angel messages to start. So I call upon the angels. I call upon my guardian angel for the message. Okay. You have Archangel Zadkiel with teaching and learning. And what I'm getting from this, the angels are acknowledging, all of the hard work that you do. So if you are very diligent with personal development, spiritual development, working on yourself, learning, growing, changing your life, that is just so important. It makes all the difference to not only your own life, but the lives of the loved ones and the people that are around you. And actually, it makes a difference to the whole, because we're all connected. And the angels really want to acknowledge the hard work that you've been doing, and also realizing that naturally you're a teacher, because people, even if it's not directly, people learn from your example just by seeing you, by being around you. So that's amazing. If you want to teach in a formal way, that this would be the angels confirming that would be something that would be amazing for you, that you could absolutely do. But either formally or informally, you're naturally going to be an example and teaching, which is very Aquarius, because you're here to set a new example, to do things differently, to live outside the box and be the example for all of the rest of us in new ideas and ways of being in the world. So never feel that you're not doing enough, because you are. You just don't always see that ripple effect in the lives of other people. And you have the angel message of victory. So whatever you've been working on, the victory for it is right around the corner. And you have Archangel Sandalphon. Your prayers have been answered and heard, so have faith. That's beautiful. Let's ask what needs to be surrendered for the month. What does Aquarius need to let go of this month? And the angels are really wanting you to know that you're never alone. That even when you feel that your prayers haven't been answered, they have. It's like sometimes we just don't see that manifestation of it right at the time. And that's a tricky thing, I think, being in the 3D where we're in space and time. We want to manifest something, or we ask for guidance, or we ask for something to come into our lives, and there's a time gap There's a space between us asking for it and us receiving it. And I feel that that's what they're saying to you, is that don't worry that you haven't seen it yet. It's coming. It's on its way. Your prayers have been answered. You'll be getting what you want and what you've been asking for. But keep in a state of optimism, knowing that it is coming, that your prayers have been answered. And I'm getting the message that it's just around the corner. It's not as far away as you think it is. And your surrender card is surrender to wonder and awe. If you have Pisces in your chart, I would highly recommend looking at the Pisces reading. I think they got the same card. And it's about being open to the magic of life. Think about when you were little and everything was exciting. Everything was magical. You dreamed big. You believed in your intuition. You believed in your dreams. And the other message I'm getting from this for you is that our intuition, often we discount it because we don't believe it. We kind of like, oh, it's just my mind, it's just my imagination. And like, you are highly intuitive, is the message coming through. And step into that wonder and awe of life, into that creative side of your brain, the right side of your brain that sees the magic in everything, sees the synchronicities, believes in all the possibilities and angels and fairies or whatever it is for you. Really open up, but to also believe in the miracles in life. We can become a little bit jaded or disappointed, as we get older, and they want you to open back up. Because when we believe in the magic of life, then we start experiencing it. And life is amazing if we allow ourselves to see it that way. So that's beautiful. And it says this attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy and the flow. Looking for the signs this month, because you'll be given these little signs along the way, and not to discount them. It could be through a number, it could be through music, could be through a word someone says to you, and it's like seeing the synchronicities and how you're being communicated to by your angels and by life, by your guides, because they'll be communicating to you even more this month. Lovely. Now let's dive deeper into the tarot. And I've meditated on your energy. And starting the month, the first message is the Ace of Wands. So this is the new inspiration, new desire, new idea, new excitement that is coming in for you this month. So if you've been waiting for something new, this is like, sometimes it can come in when we've lost our spark. We don't feel that awe and wonder for life because we don't know, what we want. Maybe we're feeling a bit stagnant and a bit bored. So this new revelation, this new excitement, this new idea is coming in, and it's fertile. We can see that the leaves are coming off that stick, off the wand, and it's because it has the potential for something great. So if you feel this month an excitement and a desire just pops in, suddenly you just want to do something, or you have this idea about something, take note of it. Know that it's possible, and that if you hold on to it and if you take it and if you do something with it, most importantly, if you take action on it, then it has this beautiful potential to create something amazing in your life. Then you have 3. This is such a positive reading, Aquarius. You have then the 3 of Cups. The cup about feeling united within you, body, mind, and spirit, but staying very high frequency. It's a card of celebration, connection to others, but more importantly, connection to yourself. Feeling both happy, loving, excited, abundant. So this new idea and this inspiration is going to give you this new lease on life. And we're going to dive deeper because I'm really curious to find out what this is about. But it's a revelation because by the end of the month, it's the Wheel of Fortune. And what Spirit wants you to understand is that when you have big dreams, when you allow yourself to dream big, to not restrict your mind to thinking too logically or to look at the past and what's happened and not thinking you can have it in the future. When you begin to open up your mind, new ideas come in, that creative flow comes in. And then because that creative flow's there, you feel excited about it because you realize, I can actually experience so much more in life. I don't have to, this is not all there is. I can dream big. I can see the magic in things. And because of your high frequency and your expectation that life can be amazing, and I'm now opening up, you open up to different timelines and possibilities. And then you start moving the direction of the wheel in the way that you want it to go, so that it moves in your favor. Which is great. So let's get some clarity and more specifics. And so this wand, because your prayers are being answered, this new idea could be the answer to your prayers that, is that download that comes in. So stay really optimistic to allow this to come in. Don't get caught in feeling stuck or any of that negative emotion, because it will block it. So stay in the awe, knowing the angels are going to drop something in, the universe is going to drop in the idea, the very thing I need to know to change this. And maybe it needs to, take you out of this feeling that you can't change your life, So let's get some more clarity. So I call upon the divine, I call upon the Holy Spirit, and I call upon my guides to help me clarify this reading for Aquarius for the month of September 2025. So to bring Aquarius everything that they need to know for their highest and their best path. Can we please clarify this new idea, this new inspiration or desire that's coming in for them? Wow. Okay. Yeah, okay. So this is definitely, coming out of a time where you felt bored, you maybe felt a bit stuck, that you haven't felt. This is the card where we feel that everything is going okay, but I'm kind of in the humdrum of it. I'm in everyday life and I'm not feeling that excited and I don't really know what I want next. This month brings you out of that. And, if you're in the southern hemisphere and you've been in winter, we can naturally feel a bit that way. And so spring really reminds me of the Ace of Wands, that new new beginning, that new start, that freshness that's coming in. It's a new idea. And it's to bring you out of feeling a bit bored, because you're really needing that new cup, that new level of something that makes you happy and excited again. Okay, so let's get some more clarity. Can we please clarify the 3 of Cups? You have the 7 of Pentacles. So this really tells me that, that you might have been you've probably been working on something, working really hard at life, putting, energy into a project or maybe a relationship, whatever it is, but it's felt stagnant. Doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. Or maybe you're just feeling that it hasn't returned anything back to you. It hasn't given you what you really wanted, or you can't see it flourishing yet. But Spirit wants you to know that it will. It's like maybe this new idea can help open up a new possibility of it, a new way to look at it, or a new idea in how to change the way that you're doing things. But your dreams are still happening. The 7 tells us to be patient when we're trying to manifest or create something. In the 3D reality, when we're manifesting, very few things happen spontaneously. It's not that they can't. We can become really good at manifesting, but a lot of the time, and it's fine, there can be a beautiful reward in it taking time and that perseverance, because then we really, really appreciate it when we get it. So if you felt that things aren't moving, don't worry. This is the month that it starts to change because of this new idea that's coming in. But it's most important not to get caught up in the disappointment and feeling that I can't see it changing or I can't see it working, because that's going to stop the wheel moving in your favor. Stay in high frequency. Stay optimistic, have fun, be lighthearted about it. Don't take it too seriously. Know that everything is working for you, that you'll have a victory over it, because by the end of the month you have the Wheel of Fortune. But it will depend a little bit on, I think this is going to happen anyway, but it will depend on your attitude. So stay really optimistic. Your wish will be fulfilled. Your prayers have been answered. You just haven't seen it quite yet, but it's just around the corner. Yeah. Because you have the Chariot, another victory card. But this is also about being really focused on the direction that you're going. We can see the 2 sphinxes, and they can be going in the same direction or opposite directions. So making sure that you're really aligned this month, that every thought that you think is aligned to what you want and not what you don't want, and staying in a high energy, so making sure your emotions are the same, staying in this state of wonder and awe and possibility, because that's really going to move your life in the direction that you want it to go. So I think you're also mastering this, because at the end of the day, these things aren't fated, they're your choice. You are the master of your life. You are the master of this. You get to understand how to move this in the direction that you want it to go. When we don't think things work out and we don't think we're good enough, it's that way. It goes the wrong way. And we can turn it in our favor with our will, with our belief, and our energy. And so you can start getting the things that you deserve and that you want. And is there any advice for Aquarius? Okay. The Knight of Swords is your advice. And so move forward with clarity. The Knights take the ability to take action. And it's a tricky card because I'm getting two messages. The first one is that move forward with clarity, really getting clear on what you want, being very controlling, almost not controlling, but in control is a better way of saying it, of your mind. Not allowing your mind to take control over you, taking control. But the other message is to also not be too rigid in how you're thinking. You know, the Ace of Wands comes up when we need to think outside the box. So really thinking outside the box, and maybe not just sticking to the ways that you've always done things, being open to new ideas. Is there any other messages for... Okay. Yeah, same message. So be really mindful of your thoughts and the ways that you're thinking. Don't let your thoughts undermine you this month because everything is so positive. The angels have clearly said that your prayers have been answered. Surrender to the wonder and awe. Keep your frequency high. So your angel number for the month is 1010. So look out for that number, and that will be a confirmation from the angels. And it says it's up to you. Moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement. It's time to put those old cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals or circumstances and resources. Eventually, you will experience the joy as well as the brand new opportunities. Trust the process. Exactly. So trust the process. And run with this new idea because I think it's going to flourish in the long run. So Aquarius, that is your reading for the month of September. I really hope it helps you and guides you through the month. Sending you all of my love and blessings. Thank you for likes, subscribes and comments. They help my channel more than you'd know, and I love knowing that my readings are helping. So on that note, have a wonderful September and I'll see you soon. Bye.